During the fourth year of Prosperity4All, we increased the modularization of the Nexus, organizing the Nexus runtime into three components: the Nexus base API, the visible Nexus web interface, and the co-occurrence engine for dynamic creation and wiring of components. We then created a distribution of these Nexus components, together with a Docker build configuration. Running Nexus in a Docker container isolates it from the host environment and makes it convenient to run Nexus on any platform with Docker support. We run Nexus on Docker using the docker run command. And we now have the Nexus components running. In addition to the modularization and containerization work, we analyzed and redesigned the visible Nexus user interface. We created a declarative notation for expressing Nexus configurations and added a control to load configurations to the visible Nexus interface. I will load a configuration for presenting two Raspberry Pi-based temperature sensors, together with a calculated temperature difference between the two sensors. The Nexus initially contains the Science Lab collector component that acts as a collection point for data to be presented, and three recipes. The recipes are instructions to the co-occurrence engine on how to dynamically adapt to the appearance or disappearance of components. There is one recipe for each of the temperature sensors to set up relay of the temperature to the collection point for presentation. And the third recipe watches for both temperature sensors to be present. It then sets up components in the Nexus to calculate the temperature difference and to relay that calculated value for presentation. Initially, no sensors are connected. If I start the first temperature sensor, it will connect to the Nexus over the local network. The Nexus will respond by setting up components to present the temperature. We can see that the first temperature sensor is connected, and we can expand the data model in the visible Nexus. We can see that the temperature data is being relayed. If I now start the second temperature sensor, we will see that the recipe to calculate the temperature difference is enacted. We not only have the temperature data for the second sensor, but we also see that the temperature difference is being calculated and made available for presentation. And if I scroll to the right, we will see the components that have been created by the co-occurrence engine as instructed by the recipes. We have a couple of presentations running that we can look at the data with: a textual dashboard and a visualization, each with the temperature sensor values and the calculated difference. These improvements will help to ensure that the Nexus will be usable as the foundation for new and novel assistive technology projects.